Jerome, ooh, Jerome, take your ass home. Hey y'all, it's Francina Simone, and I am here, skin clear. First, I want to say it is almost 2020, and I don't know about you guys, but 2019 has been such an amazing year for me. I've been in a lot of hibernation, so I feel like I haven't been out much talking about stuff, but at the same time, it's been such a great year. It's been like, it really has been my cocoon year. I've just been, well, actually, caterpillars turn into mush, and it's kind of like this horrible phase. I don't think it's too pleasant, so I won't necessarily say cocoon years, but I have been in some deep hibernation, just working on things and experiencing things and living my best life. Actually, no, living a life. I won't say it's my best life because we can do better. We can always do better. But 2020 is almost here, and I kind of I don't know, maybe this is like a resolution, an early resolution, but I got something in the mail that prompted me to make this video. And so I want to talk about what that is and my reactions and my feelings and what I'm going to do moving forward, because honestly, y'all know when I have thoughts and feelings, I can't keep them to myself. So in the mail the other day, I got Blood Air. And if you guys don't remember, Blood Air was in the middle of a controversy, maybe earlier this year or last year, where there was a lot of allegations shot at the author about this book, about plagiarism, about like people of color issues. I don't really remember what the issues itself were. I talked about the controversy in a video where I talked about how the controversy was being dealt with. I felt like a lot of the language that was being used in the conversation could have used some awareness. The author is a Chinese immigrant, and a lot of the things that were said kind of had anti-immigrant sentiments. And I was like, look, y'all gonna act like y'all woke and point out stuff. You guys also need to like act and walk in your woke path. Don't be preaching wokeness and then saying some off-kilter shit. Like, let's be aware of what we're saying. And that was it. That was just what my kind of point was. I hadn't read the arc, so I couldn't join the conversation about what was being said, but I could definitely talk about how y'all was saying it. So, but fast forward, and I was sent a copy of the book in the mail. And I would say thank you to the lovely, lovely person who sent it to me. I'm not about to put them on blast, but I can't wait to actually read this, which led me to this video. I was thinking, if I read this, should I come back and talk about the controversy that happens and my thoughts on the book and all of that? And at the end of the day, I was like, well, if I do read the book, all I'm going to want to do is talk about my subjective opinion. I've talked many times on this channel about having objective versus subjective opinions on books and talking about whether a book was of good quality, et cetera, whether it was done and written well. And then subjective opinions are what I personally enjoyed from it. I was over here like, look, I'm all about the subjective opinion these days. I just want to read books and talk about whether or not these people could be my friends in real life. Because I feel like that's the only relationship you can really have with a book when it comes to like doing it for entertainment or fun purposes. There are lots of different types of ways you can read, different ways you can be inspired by books, etc., etc. But I'm so sick and tired of talking about what books should and shouldn't talk about and what they should and shouldn't have in them and what they should and shouldn't be doing. Like, at the end of the day, there are so many fucking books to buy, to lend from the library, to get for free, to do whatever have you with, that nobody ain't got time to be policing and monitoring every goddamn book that's even published, even the YA section by itself. I'm here for change, and I'm here for all of those things, but I'm here for like actually doing the heavy lifting and doing some work towards that, not just, telling other people what they can and can't do, because again, I can only speak for myself, which means I can only tell myself what I can and can't do based on my own abilities, skills, thoughts, my wherewithal, what I want to do in life, how I want to be portrayed, and how I want to reach out to other people. I can only do that for me, hun. I can't be doing that for other people because I don't know where other people are in life or what they're like, what they're doing and stuff like that. Whether they want to be a hot mess, whether they want to be clean print, whether they want to sweep stuff under the rug. I don't know about all these things about other people, what they've been through. And, everybody's got some baggage. And I'm not over here trying to police what other people can do based off how they're trying to get their baggage off. I mean, all I can do is say, I'm not reading that. And let that be that. So I felt like I wanted to just kind of make a statement with this book. I always feel like I get a book that, like, it blew up online with a controversy, and I look at it and I just think about the disappointment that I have and kind of the way that reading is being, not necessarily, that's a wrong way to say it. I always look at a book and I'm like, God damn, that was stupid. Like, I think about Carve the Mark and what people were saying and how it was a whole hot take taken off of a misreading and misrepresenting what was in the book. And I'm just like, y'all really took this far. Y'all dumb. And then I'll be like, that is so offensive. I'm sorry, y'all. But then I'll be like, I look at this one and I'm like, all of the hot takes, like, were they really that serious? Was it really something to get all riled up about versus just having a basic conversation? Like, yeah, I saw these tidbits and I'm not sure about all that. Like, why do we have to get so fucking emotional about it and allow things that are outside of us to dictate how we feel and how we communicate and what we express into the world? Sometimes I feel like when people like take on a whole rush of feeling, it's like, no, boo boo, you got stuff that's inside that you have not been working on, and this thing might have brought it up, but this isn't the thing that made it happen. Like, a lot of people be like, during these controversies, be acting like their whole world is falling apart online, or if their side isn't heard and seen and thought of as correct, that everything is wrong with the world. And it's like, ooh, somebody needs to get centered. So like, oftentimes when I look at these books, I look back on what happened and I'm just like, y'all be acting like boo boo the fool sometimes. And I'm not saying that I've never done that. Obviously I have. In fact, I think I made a video where I talked about, or maybe I did or didn't, but I talked about how like a long time ago, I made videos about the state of the online book community and how it needed to be a little bit more critical. And now it is critical. And I'm like, bitch, you was boo boo the fool. You need to like watch what you speak into existence. So I am here to speak into existence this. I'm sick of hot takes. I think that if you guys find something controversial or somebody brings up a point and it's something you want to read and be informed of yourself, read the goddamn book and use your own brain to come up with your own conclusions of the controversy so that you can add something to the table, come to the conversation with your voice. Do not be coming to the conversation with somebody else's voice because you haven't read shit. Like, come on. I feel like I say this all the time, but at the end of the day, like, even if y'all coming to me for hot takes and stuff, I will no longer be your hot take queen. Ooh, did I just announce myself the queen? I crowned myself. Yes, I did. I will no longer be the person who like gives hot takes on controversies. I might talk about something that I see that's wrong, like the way that we treat people in the community. But as far as books, they products. And this one's a cute one, and it's one that I want to read. I read the first page, and I was like, ooh, that voice. Honey, yes. Girl is in a dungeon. I like books where things are always so dark and horrible and misery and grime. It leaked. There was blood here, too. I am here for it. But I always read kind of with the open mind. What I spot is problems that might be perpetuated, like issues that come from ignorance. I'm going to take note of those and I'll talk about those if I see them and think that they're worth talking about. And let that be it. Like, it doesn't have to be a whole controversy or it doesn't have to be a whole fucking thing. Like, we don't need to have campaigns where people don't read books because, we're so tired of publishing consistently doing the same thing. Honey, it don't do the same thing. Half the time, I'm seeing all these new books that are coming out by debut authors. And yes, it's because of the work done by speaking out and calling attention to a problem. However, I'm seeing all these new amazing, great stories coming out, different options. Everything is just the same as YA goes, but unique from different vantage points, and people are using their voices. And I think it's really time for us to close the chapter on hot takes and being woke and just live a little. Like, damn, I think I just said something. You was asleep, now you woke, but bitch, when are you gonna live? I just be coming up with these things in the moment. That is divine intervention. I bless you with it. But overall, I just wanted to say that these days, I'm going to be reading as a subjective bitch. I will read books and find out, is Anastasia, is that her name? I don't know. I'm going to find out if her and I could be friends in another life. If I like her plights, if I want to live in her world, if I want to like be magic-y too, if I want to be fighting alongside of her, or if I can't stand her, or if I think she needs some, growth in a lot of different places because this bitch be bothering me. Like, I just want to have a relationship relationship with a book and talk shit and like be friends and have a whole like life with it. You know, step outside of my life and go have a life with her for, 400 or so fucking pages. And then when I'm done, go and do that with somebody else. Like, that is the magic of books. You can go and have all these experiences with different people and not have to take any of their baggage with you. However, I think that is the goal for 2020, is leaving book people baggage when you close the book. Like, stop taking it with you. Just close the book. Like, it doesn't have to rule your life. It doesn't have to take away hours of your time scrolling on Twitter, foaming at the mouth and steaming through the ears. Like, we don't have to do all that. We don't have to do all that. We just don't. We don't need to know other people's opinions and hot takes. You just need to know yours and know why you have that opinion, why it bothers you. And you know what? And if it ain't bringing you joy and it ain't sparking, you could be here, close it, and go give it away. Go do something else with it. Go pick up something that does spark joy. Or if you feel like something's bothering you, but you just need to finish it, you just need to figure it out. After you close that book, do some self-work. Think about why it bothered you. Dig up your own trauma, heal, release, and move on. But don't be releasing it to all of us. Release from within, Don't be like coming out and putting your trauma on us, expecting us to validate your trauma. Girl, we all got trauma. We're all traumatized. This whole planet is traumatized. Los Angeles is on fire. The Amazon done burnt down. I heard somewhere that Australia didn't rain one day. Like, we's all traumatized. The earth, the dirt, the trees, the people, we all traumatized. The turtles are still choking on straws. So instead of putting our trauma all out into the earth consistently, deal with it and release it, sis. It's a good life and it's a good look. It'll give you that clear skin. It'll give you what you want. Who am I channeling right now? Ricky Thompson. It'll give you that clear skin. It'll give you that glow. It'll give you those curls. Honey, girlfriend, do it. Let it go. Okay, guys, but that's it. I am doing a lot of cool stuff in the next upcoming months and days. Smash It has been turned in for copy edits sometime last month or earlier this month. I think I totally finished the copy edits on it, and I had a blast. The copy editor was enjoying the book, which to me is a huge win. That's all I needed. All I needed was somebody who wasn't supposed to really enjoy the book, but just working on it to be like, LOL, and ooh, I felt that, and all this kind of stuff. It really brought me joy. I've had my joy with Smash It. I can't wait until it's out in the world with you guys. There's going to be a lots more updates on that kind of stuff going forward. And, I might have a travel vlog coming up soon. I've got some big things going on. And guys, I just can't wait until 2020 because I feel like that's when I'm going to be able to share everything that happened in 2019 that I've been so underground about. And I'm super fucking excited. Your bitch didn't had a glow up. It came from within. And yeah, I love talking about books, but my TBR unfortunately has gotten way out of fucking control. And these days, the kind of stuff that I'm interested in talking about is so abstract and fucking crazy. And I think I'm just going to start talking about that stuff. And if books don't happen to pop in, because they usually do, we'll talk books. But get ready to explore the universe with this bitch, because I'm taking it there. So guys, I will talk to you later. I am checking out. So TTY, to talk for now. Bye.